Describe image facts. You have 25 seconds to look at an image and 40 seconds to describe it. You have to answer 3 to 4 describe images on the test day. Describe image contributes 22% marks in the speaking section. Bonus tips. Speak for around 25 to 30 seconds at least. You don't need to focus on grammar. Try to speak out at least 8 to 10 keywords from the image.
The graph shows how the proportions of overseas-born people in Australia have changed from 2000 to 2010. Overview. The largest proportion of immigrants is from the UK, between 5 and 6%, followed by New Zealand with between 2 and 3%, 0.1. But UK numbers have decreased, whereas New Zealand numbers have increased, 0.2. The proportions of people born in China and India have both noticeably increased over the period to almost 2%, 0.3. There has been little change in the proportions of people born in Vietnam, the Philippines, South Africa, Malaysia and Germany, which all stayed around or below 1%, 0.4.
This is a diagram of the life cycle of a painted lady butterfly as it transforms from an egg to an adult butterfly. Overview. It starts off as an egg, the same size as a pinhead, 0.1. After that it turns into larva and becomes a black to purple caterpillar with yellow-green stripes, 0.2. This caterpillar eats and grows until it enters the pupa or chrysalis stage. At this point it is reddish-brown in color, 0.3. In the last stage of the process it emerges from the chrysalis as an adult butterfly, which lays an egg, beginning the cycle again, 0.4.
The chart shows the population by age group for Australia. Overview. The highest number of people are in the age groups 0 to 19, 20 to 39 and 40 to 59.1, with slightly more males than females for each group. 2. The two older age groups 60 to 79 and 80 plus are much smaller than the former three age groups. 3. But the number of women in these age groups is higher than the number of men. 4.
The diagram shows the process of recycling cans. Overview. First of all, empty cans are put in a recycling bin. Stage 1. A lorry then picks up the cans and takes them for recycling. Stage 2. Next, the cans are broken down into small pieces. Stage 3. Then, they are heated. Stage 4. And made into new cans. Stage 5. Finally, they are taken to the supermarket where the whole process starts again. Stage 6.
The bar chart shows the comparison of energy consumption by fuel type in the USA and China in 2010. Overview. With regard to the USA, the majority of energy consumed came from three sources: oil, natural gas and coal, 0.1, and less than 15% was from nuclear, hydro and non-hydro renewable energy, 0.2. In the case of China, the situation was different in that 70% of its energy came from only one source, coal, 0.3. Oil was China's second main source of energy at about 35%, followed by hydro, then gas, 0.4. Very little nuclear power was consumed, and like the USA, China used very little non-hydro renewable energy, 0.5.
The diagram shows the features that whales and fish have in common and the features where they are different. Overview. Both of them live in water and can swim. Point 1. However, whales and fish are quite different in some things. Unlike fish, whales give birth to live young. They have horizontal tail fins and they are able to breathe air. Point 2. Fish don't do any of these things. Instead of giving birth to live young, they lay eggs. Their tail fins are vertical, and they get oxygen from water, not air. Point 3.
The pie chart shows the distribution of Internet users around the world. Overview. The highest number can be found in Asia, where 38.7% of the world's Internet users are located. Point 1. Both Europe and North America have high numbers of Internet users at 26.4 and 18% respectively. Point 2. But in several areas, the numbers of Internet users are below 10% of the population, namely Latin America at 9.6%. Africa at 3.4% and the Middle East at 2.5%. Point 3. The lowest number of users is in Oceania and Australia with only 1.5%. Point 4.
The diagram shows how solar panels work to make electricity in the home from the light of the sun. Overview. First of all, sunlight is caught by the solar panels which are situated on the roof of the house. Point 1. When the sun shines, the solar panels create electricity as direct current which travels to the inverter which is inside the house, where the direct current is changed to alternating current. Point 2. The electricity then travels to the fuse box. Point 3. From the fuse box, the electricity can power appliances in the home such as TVs and lights. Point 4.
The map shows the continent of Antarctica. Overview. It is roughly circular in shape with a diameter of approximately 4,000 kilometers or 2,500 miles. Point 1. 3 different oceans touch its shores: the Atlantic, the Indian and the Pacific. Point 2. The South Pole is more or less in the center of Antarctica, although the magnetic South Pole is several thousand kilometers away from that. Point 3. There is a station there called the McMurdo Station, and this is on the shores of the Ross Sea, near one of the 2 marked ice shelves, the Ross Ice Shelf. Point 4.
The graph shows the monthly temperatures in the southwest part of Tasmania and gives the average maximum and minimum daily temperatures for each month, as well as showing what the recorded highest and lowest temperatures have been. Overview. June and July are the coldest months and January and February the hottest. Point 1. Temperatures in February can rise to as high as 30 degrees Celsius, whereas those of July can fall to lower than -10. Point 2. But overall, on average the temperatures are between 2 and 12 degrees Celsius in summer and -5 to 2 degrees in winter, so usually it is a cold area. Point 3.